at the Mashipakong shelter. I did not stay here last night. You may be wondering, hey Ultra, why are you taking a video of a place you didn't sleep and you're just starting your hike for the day? Little did I know that the trail that I took yesterday to my pickup point, that way with a big sign that says not the AT, and that trail leads to Deckertown Turnpike. There's also the AT itself that goes that way, past the shelter, also down to Deckertown Turnpike that like curves around. There's two pickup points there. I went to the wrong one, and no big deal. I stayed at Mosey's place, which was wonderful. Talk about that later. Mosey zipped over and got me where I was, but today dropped me off here so I could come up and grab that 0.2 of a mile of the trail that I missed yesterday. Not a huge deal if I had missed it and there was no way to get back, but I didn't feel right just skipping it. People have different, hey, hike your own hike, right? And for me, I just want to hike the entire trail to the extent possible. And if there was a situation where I had gone like 5 miles off trail and hiked the same distance, but just not on the AT, no way would I go back and hike 5 miles. But for 0.2, I gave it a shot. And so I'm back up here this morning to start my hike. I'm now on the part of the AT I was planning to start on today. I did my little 0.2 mile catch up back there. Beautiful, absolutely perfect weather today. It's cool, sunny, just how I like it. I guess it's going to get down into the 30s overnight tonight and be chilly tomorrow. But I will not be on trail. I'm actually hiking about today's plan, about 8.5 miles to Greenville Turnpike, where my good friend from college, Deb, will pick me up. Deb and John, thank you so much for hosting me tonight. It's unbelievable that this all worked out, and I'm so grateful and excited to see you. And tomorrow, my husband is picking me up at their house, and I'm going to be going home probably for a couple weeks, 1 week of which will be to my dear friend, a destination wedding of my best friend and her fiance in Cabo San Lucas. Pretty unreal that I'm going to be there with my husband, and we're using it as a belated anniversary trip. We had a milestone anniversary last fall while he was on trail, and now I'm on trail, and we decided what better way to celebrate than to be with good friends on a beach and also celebrate a happy occasion in their lives. I'm overwhelmed with just good stuff here. Speaking of good stuff, Mosey's, it was wonderful. She picked me up not at her usual pickup point, but one of the advice my husband gave me was like, hey, if they say they're going to pick you up here, but you're here, just ask them, can I pay extra and have you come a little bit further to pick me up? And generally they will. And Mosey was so accommodating and made everything so easy. Picked me up. I got to have one more night and a dinner out with my tramily, Jeff and Mila, who I said goodbye to today. Yeah, so it was a great night. I woke up to the smell of bacon. Who could ask for more, right? All right, I will see you further on up the trail, and I'll let you know if I see anything interesting. Would love to see a bear today. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. As usual, video and photos can't do this justice. But I have to climb down there, and I think ultimately beyond down there somewhere. And of all times, I wish I had a GoPro on my head like many other times on these rocks. But this doesn't look too bad. I just have to take my time. Coming up onto the High Point Visitor Center. My understanding is there's bathroom, water fountain. Someone commented snacks and soda, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. A nice place to take a break regardless. Kind of a cool building. Well, that was a pleasant surprise back there at the park office, High Point State Park. There were really nice big bathrooms, potable water faucet out front, so I filled my water. And most importantly, snacks. I had a very non-healthy batch of snacks. That's okay. I enjoyed it. And now I am trying to find my way back to the AT. So I have to get my GPS out and make sure I'm going the right way. I got 3 miles to my pickup point. Oh goody, another road crossing. Doesn't seem that bad compared to some of the 4-lane highways. And they even have a handy sign over here that says north for people like me that tend to get turned around pretty easily. Thanks. And a big old sign back here that says AT in case you didn't realize where you were going. Thanks. I could use all the help I can get. Heading north. Back into the woods I go. I was hiking along on a mass of rocks. Look up and looky there. Pretty cool. I realized that a lot of my videos are either of the actual trail itself or amazing vistas, cool views, animals, which are just a small portion of my day. The real star herself is simply the woods. Every single day I love watching the light change. It's late afternoon right now, which is early morning, late afternoon are definitely my 2 favorite times to be out here. And there's nothing remarkable about the trees themselves or even the trail. You might see this in any of the local parks where you are. But being out here all day for days on end, it definitely heightens the experience, and I notice a lot more things than I would even on my long hikes back home. I just wanted to share one of my favorite parts is just the woods. I am about 1.5-ish miles, hopefully a little less by now, away from my pickup point, which is exciting. And I realized the last couple times I've had hostel owner and a shuttle driver and today a friend waiting for me to pick up. I try to give a 2-mile warning, which generally is about an hour on medium level terrain, maybe a little less, but I prefer to get there early rather than them getting there and waiting for me, which kind of stresses me out thinking of that. And today it was no different. It's like the day's hike could be going fine, totally easy terrain for the last hours, and all of a sudden I give the 2-mile warning and boom, there's a giant boulder field or steep downhill and some kind of, crazy situation that takes me longer than it should normally. Today was no different, although hopefully I'm past it. Literally texted her. It was going great. I'm like, hey, I'm about 2 miles out. All of a sudden, boom, I got to go up a huge boulder climb and then take my time getting down the other side. So I texted her back and said, take your time. It's a little rocky. Please don't, I'm fine waiting at the trailhead. Anytime I'm done hiking, I'll sit down wherever, and I'm totally cool waiting. Much rather have that than have someone waiting on me. Fingers crossed this seems, you can see behind me, it's not too bad right now. So I'm hoping it stays this way. It could be less than a mile at this point. Anyway, yeah, this is it for 2 weeks trail. I'm going to miss it, but I got life to do and friends to see and other stuff, and I'll be back. I just realized I'm about to see my friend Deb down here in a bit, and it's the first person I've seen from home in my life. She's not from my home, but she's from college, and she's a friend from my life at home. And I got really emotional. So excited. Keeping it real on the trail. I mean, I cry like almost daily. Usually for good reasons. Sometimes not so good, but today's a good reason. I'm really happy right now. Parking areas down here. Deb! I'm videotaping you! I smell and my feet hurt!
I love you anyway!